Yeah, it was a big weekend, huge meet, so it's a bit stressful, obviously, to lead up because you're playing host to over 1,000 athletes, and you want to put forth, the best facility and the best possible position for them to open up their outdoor season. So you're worried about your own athletes and your own team, but at the same time, you got to kind of play host like it's a big family holiday kind of a thing. And so lots of moving pieces, but I think overall our athletes and our program did really, really well.
And just talk some of the things through the day. You'll start off on the first day. Aaron Trost, great start, 4 out of 5 PRs in the first day of the decathlon.
Yeah. He really gets us started, and the momentum is really significant. That combined event gets going. We start hearing PRs. I think people start obviously thinking, hey, someone's out there PRing. It's going to happen for me too. And so we start hitting personal bests, and then we get a little ball rolling, and then it just becomes contagious, which is awesome.
And then Friday, rough day, weather day, but had some good marks. Alyssa Conway, wins the hammer.
Yeah.
Abigail Reed gets another provisional mark. Just talk about Friday a little bit.
Yeah, Friday was an interesting day. We had cold and then wind, and I thought Abby and Victoria and Aaron and them combined, they did great coming back on day 2. We had some pockets of favorable weather, which was nice, but really when the bad weather set in, I think our athletes really stepped up. We saw some great personal bests in a little bit of a rain and maybe even a little bit of hail in there. So temperatures dropped, but I don't think it phased our people at all. Jaime Diaz with a great run in the 5,000. So really, really proud of him on that night. Despite a little bit of frustrations and some rough conditions at times, I thought our kids kept their composure really well.
And then you come into today, we get great weather, sun shining, warmer temperatures. Just talk about today's efforts.
Yeah, today is the day. It's a true blessing. When you get this, you're so grateful. Favorable winds, and everybody's morale is excited. The competition is excited. And I think our athletes do a good job of helping out. They know we're hosting, and so they want it to be professional. That turns up the competition, and then our kids obviously can hopefully respond to that. So once you get those aspects kind of moving, things get really fun, and I think our athletes did tremendous.
And then some of the individual athletes, let's talk, like a Travis Morrison coming through with a big throw in the shot.
Yeah, Travis, he's just clutch. He had so many frustrations going back to last year, and what a journey that young man's been on, but he's so talented. He did tremendous at the indoor championships, and then to come out here and an opener, throw even further. It is the shot put same, but it's very different from indoors to out, and I couldn't be happier for that guy. So he did great.
And then on the track, you finish up with a championship on the women's side in the 4x4.
Yeah, and those girls have some high hopes. I think they can run a lot faster. So as an opener, that's a great sign for us. I think it's our second fastest time of the entire year, indoors and out. So those girls know what their goal is. We've got to shave off a bit of time. We've got some weeks to do that, and so they're going to stay focused on getting hopefully to that national level, and I think this group can do it.
And then lastly, we're going to talk a little bit about, you had your alumni back, and a lot of alumni from people from the 60s all the way up to just a couple of years ago.
The alums it's hard to find a word to describe it. I know what they mean to me. I didn't obviously attend Emporia State, but I feel like I got the black and gold in my veins, chasing those school records. I keep saying it over and over, but I don't think they realize how special it is, the bar that they set, because I see our kids every day, and they're looking, hey, I want to get in the top 5. I want to get a school record. So-and-so has this mark, and so they know who some of these athletes are, and it's just so special what they said. I think that they are what makes Emporia State just such a unique spot, and we're grateful that they take the time to come back.